old boy going out and he come back and getting, mom and the kids and everybody else in the household infected, man. So it looks like we headed for another shutdown. And hopefully, if we go into this second shutdown, that folks will come out the right way. Going into a shutdown, not because when you emerge from the shutdown, everything's going to be fine. We go into the shutdown so that we can bring the curve down, so that we can bring the level of infections down, so that we can provide some relief to the hospitals and the ICU and emergency room beds and the workers and whatnot. And then the work begins. What happened last time, for whatever reason, when folks saw that, okay, we can go out, we can open or whatever, they just went ham. They just went coochie coochie ham. And just went out like everything is cured. It's a new day. Let's rock. Let's roll. And that's not what was supposed to be the case. It's like once we get out, until we get a cure, until we get a vaccine, you have to social distance and you need to wear protective face gear, coverage, personal protection. And it's not just for you, it's for people around you. Because folks are not, just going out there, you know, man, this thing is just nuts, man. It's just really nuts, man, because we've been on this since March 13th. March 13th, man. And now we're approaching, mid-July. So that's 4 months. And in 4 months, Florida is now where New York was 4 months ago.
New York,
and if that's not frustrating, bro, I don't know what frustrating is. I don't know how y'all make y'all money, but we make our money by getting on planes and going to other places and performing, doing what we need to do. So right now, I'm looking at, okay, the United States is banned from flying to the European Union. I got a show in Hungary on August 29th. So I'm talking to the promoter yesterday, and he's just like, yeah, we're all set. Everyone's good to go over here. Our concern is, are y'all going to be able to make it over here? So what the European Union is doing, they have a list. It started July 1st of the countries that cannot come. The United States cannot come right now. Every 2 weeks is going into effect. So I'm telling y'all, I'm definitely for one, shut all this shit down. I'm saying shut it all down. Shut it all down, bro. Shut it all. Shut the gas station down. I don't care, bro. All that, it's too many exceptions. Shut the gas station down. Shut the grocery store down. Shut it all down. Tell everybody. Say you got 3 days. You got 3 days to go out and get what you need. 3 days to go out and get what you need. But this bitch is gonna be like a hurricane. It's gonna be like an active hurricane, a 2-week hurricane. You don't come outside until they tell you, okay, it's okay to come outside. That's what we're gonna need. And then, once we come back outside, here's the thing. Bump the warnings or whatever. You come out there, you see somebody not wearing a mask and they go in public or whatever, it needs to be like a Captain Caveman club. Just come bap a bitch over the head with the club. Bap. Get out. Get out here, man. Get out here with that. Or maybe do a session, a section for the people who don't believe it, for the people who say it's a hoax. Let them go live in Hoax City. We'll come up with a city, call it Hoax City, a mask-free zone where y'all just go out there And do y'all. We got a question. First quarter. Why will people follow rules for everyday living, i.e., no shirts or shoes, no service, yet want to argue about wearing a mask for the same establishment? Exactly, exactly. We long got over wearing seatbelts in cars. We long got over that. So I believe it's the same. It's the same type of thing. If you wear seatbelts for the cars, if you can't go inside a store without a shirt and shoes on, then it definitely begs the question. When our lives are on the line, why can't we go out and and do this, man? So it's crazy, man. And definitely it comes from the top. You know, everybody's saying what a lack of leadership when you got a person, the head of the government, is saying, you know, this thing is a hoax. Like he calling it a hoax. It's over 136,000 people dead in the United States of America. Well, we are breaking records. Florida is breaking records, meaning New York never had over 15,000 people in one day, followed by 12,000 people the next day. That's what's going
Crazy.
on here in Florida, and next month in Jacksonville, where they got a hell of a spike going on. They're talking about, the Republican National Convention going on in Jacksonville. No social distancing, no mask. Like this, it's just ludicrous, man. This is ludicrous behavior, like at its best. And the problem is, you messing up my money, man. You messing up my bread.
At the end of the day,
And that's
you got to think about that. You know, for me, uh, when you just look at the reality of this, you have the leader of this country telling you that it's a hoax. These kids got to go to school. People don't go to school. He's going to pull back federal funding.
which he can't do.
Right.
But keep
We
going.
know that. But just the fact that he's exercising and saying these things shows you where he's at in the whole situation.
And you're not supposed to talk. And I'm gonna let you finish the point, Teddy. But you're not supposed to talk about a president's kids or whatnot. But damn, somebody need to be like Barron need to be.
In public
He
school.
need to be at DC
Right.
public school.
Right.
He need to be at DC public school. If Barron asks at DC public school,
Then we
oh,
understand.
then okay, then let's open up. But Barron ass ain't gonna be nowhere. He ain't gonna be nowhere near a DC public school. Teddy, sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, so I mean, but that's the thing. So we understand already this is a separate situation. A long time ago, we say we have kids because we the goats being led to the slaughter, and they have offspring. You know what I'm saying? And so this is the element of how they've divided the situation. And so we have to, like I always say, come up with different situations. So I researched a couple of different plagues. The bubonic plague in 1413 in Europe. They had these gypsies that was going in, breaking in to people who died from the plague, and they was stealing everything from them. So eventually they got caught. So they asked them, they said, if you tell us how you was going in without getting this disease, we won't burn you from the state. And the people said, so you won't burn us at the stake? And he said, no. So they said, all right, we was using coal, cinnamon, raspberry. They was wearing a scent, a perfume, with masks, going into these locations and robbing these people. And so once they checked everything out, they told them, okay, we won't burn you for the stake, but we're going to hang you. But they ended up using this concoction, and it helped get rid of the bubonic plague in Europe. And it's the same. Bubonic plague is nothing different from coronavirus. It starts off as a flu, and it affects your immune system. All of these plagues and viruses are all the same thing. Ebola, the Spanish flu, they're all the same elements. You know what I mean? So from the beginning, like we've been saying, like a lot of herbs can help create the antibodies, can create the things that can help repel. I want to say it can repel the coronavirus. You know what I mean? And we got to start sharing these things amongst ourselves in these communities, because community by community, we could clean situations up. That's the best way we could really look at this.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you to a certain extent, my brother. I think that it can certainly help as far as what we can do. Um, as you to fight it off, not to get it. With the herbs and the teas and I know I have my little rituals. That I do every day. I try to get on. I try to get on that treadmill,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I get off that, and when I get on the treadmill, I always put on Vicks Vapor Rub. I put the Vicks Vapor Rub on my head. I put it on my throat. I put it on the back of my neck, and I put it on my chest. So I, work up a nice sweat, and then when I finish, then I go get some tea. I get that throat coat,
Mm-hmm.
and I have that, and so by the time I finish, I feel like,
That's it.
and then I take a jet setter. I take a jet setter, one a day jet setter, and I feel like I'm ready to take on the day. I'm ready to go and do what I need to do, and you know, it was on as I told you, it was only one time, man, that I slipped up with the mask, and that was when them popos was in my crib,
Mm-hmm.
and I just I lost it
That was it.
for a second, and you
Right.
see, and it culminated in we got tested last week because
Mhm.
that still was on the back of my mind because
Right.
I'm like, these folks responding wherever, however, and they coming up in my crib
Mhm.
without a mask on and whatnot. So I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you've been doing your thing, I've been doing my thing, and when our test came in, it said from 8 days from that day, no exposure. From 6 months to that day, no exposure.
right,
So obviously, we're doing something right. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
And
why we just shared.
That's it. You know what
You
I
know,
mean?
we just shared. We
Yeah.
shared, and we not in the cave. We come here every day.
Mm-hmm.
We do what we do. We keep informing the folks, and definitely want to thank Nikkei. Y'all look at it on that ballot
Yes.
as Nike.
Yes.
For coming in, and we definitely need sisters like her on the bench, man. 'Cause you walk into her courtroom. Not that she gonna let you go home now if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you ain't right.
we ain't saying she gonna let you go
You
home,
ain't right.
but we saying that you probably gonna be treated fairly.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be treated fairly, and that's what we ask for, man. I don't think anybody looking for no magicians unless they hire my homie Mike Greco. Bro, why we always talking about Mike Greco, dog? We always talking about Mike Greco on the show.
You know.
Here we go again. Florida bar probes Greco over handling